Hey YouTube, this is We All Juggle Knives and Lights with the Palight GS2600. Yes, a flashlight review, and Karanite is the battery sister company of Palight. Now I got this light from tinywind.com. I will include a link if you want to pick one up. All right, so thanks to Tiny Wind. Look at the reflector on this. It is a very deep, very wide reflector. Super long range on this light. Now 2600 refers to the maximum lumens, so it is extremely bright. The Palight comes with a number of accessories, including this padded pouch, right? And it's like a water bottle pouch, but it also fits this light perfectly. It's a rechargeable light, so it comes with that USB recharging cable, and it comes with that adapter which allows you to screw this light into a tripod, like a surveying tool. So how do you operate the light? Well, it has a tail switch and two side switches. Now to turn it on, you long press that tail switch, like there you go. Now the first side switch will decrease the brightness, right, as you see there. Right, and that's as low as it goes. That's like its moonlight. The second switch will increase the brightness, right, to the full 2600 lumens. And then you can strobe by long pressing that second side switch. And there you go. Right, now to turn it off, you long press the tail switch. Right, and this also has a nightlight feature. If you short press the tail switch, that little light comes on. That's pretty cool. So you can, helps you find it in the dark if you have to set it down. So that's a pretty cool feature there. Okay, the batteries. This has a self-contained battery compartment that you can unscrew from the head assembly. And that's what that all looks like. Inside that compartment are two 26650 lithium-ion batteries. Now it comes with the two batteries included. That's just an example that's so shined to tell you what they would look like. Right? You don't have to remove the batteries, but you can if you want to unscrew those screws, but you don't have to because this light recharges them inside the light. Right? You just recharge it with that USB cable, so you can recharge that battery pack without taking it apart. When it needs to be recharged, a red light will come on. When it's charging, a blue light comes on, and when it's done charging, the blue light turns off. Okay, at this time, let's roll in some outside demonstration footage, and then we'll come back for final conclusions. Here it is on the front steps. I'm going to decrease the brightness, and that's how dark it is with no light, quite dark, and increasing the brightness. It's pretty bright. All right, onto the testing board. That's as bright as it goes, very bright. Going to decrease the brightness. That's very dark, increasing the brightness. All right, we're also going to do the strobe. As I said, long press will give you the strobe. There you go. Pretty nice strobe, some disco fever over there. And back to the highest output. Yeah, extremely bright. Okay, long range. This is from the second story window. That's where we were standing. That's the testing board. And it can even reach farther onto those chairs. Yeah, this has very good range because of that massive reflector. Zooming in so you can see. Look at the detail. With no light, it's pitch black. And look how bright. All right, on out into the field. This is my backyard. It's really overgrown. No, I'm kidding. That is definitely not my backyard. I traveled into a secluded area that doesn't have any background light, so I could test this out. All right, zooming into that very just dense vegetation. And look at the range again. I mean, that's... that tree, you can see it clearly. All right, zooming back so you can see. So you see, I'm like way back here. And look how far it's reaching. Okay, lighting up an entire hillside. This is a very large hill, and you can see my breath there. It was a very humid night, right? Very hazy. But this is an extremely large hill. I'm not sure if you can fully tell how large it is but trust me, I've seen herds of deer on top of that hill, and their silhouettes were tiny. Okay, so an entire hill. And lighting up a creek. Right, you can see the far bank of the creek, you can see down the creek. You can see that fallen log. And just all the trees on the far bank just panning around. It's giving you an example of how far this can reach, an area you can light up to the treetops. Right, and you can even see the individual bubbles in the water. All right, last but not least, just shining it down the road. It reaches pretty far down the road. There's my trusty bike. And we are back. Okay, final conclusions on this light. Why did I choose this light to review when I could have chosen any of countless other lights out there? Well, it comes down to 3 reasons. 1, I could just tell by the size of that reflector what long range this would have. 2, I like that it uses 2 of those very large high capacity batteries. That means a lot of runtime, a lot of endurance. And 3, just how bright it is. 2600 lumens is bright. I mean, pretty much if you want higher than that, you're going to have to go up to a light that takes 4 lithium-ion batteries. So for 2 batteries, that's really bright. And the fact that it kicks those out to such a long range was just very impressive to me. It also has a few perks that I only found when I got it, such as that night light on the back, right? The ability to screw this into the tripod. It comes with a cool padded case, the recharging ability within the light. Now, it's not necessarily a tactical light because that long press for a strobe and the long press to turn it on means that it's not super quick. But those same features prevent accidental activation. Okay, so it's not meant for like lightning quick SWAT team type stuff, but then again, it's a large light anyway. So for what it is, it's really good. Oh, it's also built like a tank. I didn't mention that. But yeah, very bright, long range, and endurance. So very cool light overall. Want to give a big thanks to tinywind.com for letting me review this light. Check out the link. All right, this has been We All Juggle Knives and Lights. I'm out.